Hey guys, it's Hayden. Welcome to my latest Diecast model review. And it's been a very long time that I made a video, so I'm really sorry for it because during this COVID, I'm not exactly in the right mood, like to film anything, pretty much. But then again, I kept pretty much I bought some models, and this is one of the cheapest model that I ever gotten for maybe $8, $7. So I'll talk about it as I go further into this model, and yeah, it is real, but and I actually need help, like kind of like need opinion on it as to what I can do to the seller of this model because I feel bad for sure, but it wasn't my fault on my end. So yeah, let's get started. So this is I'm not sure if they if this is a re-release version, but this is the Nissan Skyline GTR R32, and this is the uh, repaint of the Bathurst version, and of course this is in the Bayside blue. Is a very nice color on this R32, and yeah, this is the racing version, which features some of the racing equipment like the full roll cage, the bonnet pins and whatnot, racing rims, and side exhaust. But it's pretty much the same as the JGTC versions, and you know why this car is so menacing back at the back when they were introduced into the race in Bathurst. So here it is, the model opened up, and this model doesn't come with much of brochure or anything because it just comes with a like a instruction guide. That's how you take off the model. And the main big thing about this model that I really like is it's in the nice, good old diecast, so you can feel it. It's very cold. And yeah, that's without further ado, let's take it out. Alright guys, I got it out, and needless to say, whoa, actually, or more of I'm surprised by how nice the blue is. Just check this, like the blue is like flawless, like look how good it is. And I guess first thing I want to get out first because I have this the Tamiya. Oh no. Uh-oh. Actually bent the antenna. Oh no, that's fine. So have this Tamiya box art that you can kind of compare it with the model and see. I figured out why the Skyline, the AUTOart doesn't look quite right. And you can pause the video like to see if I'm right. So I'll just take this out. And first things first, I think the hood, the roof is actually a little too high. So it makes the car look like a truck-ish. And the other thing is the rear. I think they kind of made it too short and a little bit too short, yeah, pretty much on this direction. So it makes the car look squished in. And the other thing is the tires. So if you look at here, you see how cool the tires look sitting inside those LMGT4s. And when you look at this, I believe it's the same style. It just look the tires are too fat, so it makes it look even more like a Jeep, like a SUV. So I think that's what I see in this car. But I think they've done a decent job like back in the day because they did. I don't think they have CAD to assist them in their production, so that's why the model it feels a little bit off. And next is Yeah, the front looks boring. Like if I compare it, I think it looks about right. But I think the roof is like maybe an eighth too high. Like if it's a little bit lower, it'll look better or scale accurate. And the other thing, I guess I'll just move on from that. The shot lines on this thing is really sharp, like you can tell. See, like you have to get your fingernail in just to open the door. Like let's try this. Like no, yeah. See, it's very tight. I have to pause the video just to get them open. And moving, I guess let's talk about the all the gimmicks. Like it's got nice disc brakes that rotate photo edge. They look really sharp. And moving on, it's got a very unique side exhaust. And also they got like Yokohama tire markings on the tires. And I actually didn't mention some of these, like such as it's got a special antenna and also quick gas filled up on the back, and then you got nice hood pins and a trail hook on the side, like racing hook. And the other thing is that it doesn't come with all the Nissan logos, like the top one right here, and the front also. But it does have like some unique racing decals for racing purposes, like this. I think it refers to a shut off for electricals. Antenna, and I don't know what that is. Must be maybe a radar or precision tracking kind of for because you're racing on a circuit. So actually, let's open. And also the last thing here on the exterior, it's got different side mirrors for only the racing version has, and hood pins again. All right, so I got it all open, and the exterior wise is very bland, but it gets to the heart, the soul of this model is where it lies. And actually, there's a lot of intricate detail in the engine bay. The RB26 is pushed to the max. It's got, believe you can see the turbocharger down there, and a lot of different intakes and hoses. Different, not even the engine cover, like it's a different setup. Bunch of nice hoses, different color separation in the engine bay. And this is really cool. Like this model, I would expect like if you guys are picking this up, can treat it up really good. There's a lot of potential. Like they're all modified parts like intercoolers, and it looks pretty dang good. Just like the KPGC 10. Back like I had that review earlier, a long time ago actually. But I still have the model, and it's one of the best ones. And moving on to interior, it's got very sparse interior because it's got a full roll cage, and actually let me turn around to the driver's side. You can see, ooh, I didn't notice that, but the bucket seat has some kind of Kevlar pattern texture behind it, along with racing harness. It's pretty damn cool. Look, the steering and some colors representing the engine start probably. So the buttons inside, and it's just little tweaks like, oh, there's like copper wiring, kind of secures wherever they got in there. That's pretty cool. And what looks like a stock door cut. And moving the back again, the interior is really where this model shines. It's got a cooled fuel tank along with few cooling lines, etc. And probably a anti-roll bar on the back. And actually, let's look at the underneath the body too. And this thing too. I like how they have this hook to hold the hood up. And here we are. And underneath the body too. Pretty cool. You can see the side exhaust. Bricking ducts for the front bricks and the rear bricks. But I'm not sure why they did this. The hoses are kind of weird. And there's actually an issue with the steering because the hose is a little bit too long. So you can see the right steering is kind of weird. Like the hose is too long, so it prevents it from steering properly. Actually, if you can film, you can see the steering is kind of weird. So I turn to left, then it looks flat, and turn right, it turns. Not a big deal, because racing versions like this, it tends to have some kind of issue. But that's, I don't know, not worth the time to fix it. But this model is very interesting for me because, okay, I'll tell you a full story. Because I ordered this on eBay, right? And then due to the COVID situation, the guy said, oh, I couldn't ship it through the regular mail. I have to ship it with DHL. And then, and then he asked me if I want to still buy it and ship it, whichever other available method possible. And I said, no, I just want my money back. Okay, I got my money back, right? But then the guy somehow still sent it by mistake. Like, so this model, I lost out on the exchange rate of like maybe but maybe $8 in Canadian dollars. So that's how I got this model for $8. I didn't intend. None of it is my intention. So, like, should I maybe send back, like, not the postage, but maybe give him whatever amount this model is worth? Some lean was like 120, 30 or something like that. Should I not pay at all because it's not my mistake? I didn't force him to ship it. He literally asked me in the mail saying, "Oh, do you want to still proceed?" Which I said no, and then he will refund my money and still send the model out. That's like full mistake on his behalf. Anyway, yeah, definitely need your opinion, you guys. But this model is pretty damn cool. Like, I've been wanting an R32 somehow, and this is probably one of the craziest deals that I ever gotten online on YouTube. So until next time, yeah, stay safe. Keep the social distancing going, and have an awesome rest of the year.